Hi, everybody, and welcome back for another week of Your News Today, Monday, and the last Monday of the month, of course. That means not so many days left in this year, even fewer to the holidays. And I'll just stop right there before you throw anything heavy at the television. So glad, as always, you could spend a little time with us. Hope your weekend went well. We've got exciting things to talk about tonight. Well, very exciting things to talk about now that I take a little closer of a look. We've got a lot of lucky people in one concentrated area in Johnson County. We've got football highlights and, of course, a big night for the Hornets as they were down in Morgan County. We'll talk about what's happened there and perhaps more specifically, maybe even more importantly, what's happening postseason. Really excited to bring you that. I've got a lot to talk about this evening. As far as the weather, snowfall last week, 70s this week, and right now it looks to be a wet one for this Thursday. Now, how wet and just exactly when are we going to see the rainfall? Specifically, is it going to interfere with trick-or-treat? I'm hopeful and optimistic at this point that it may work out time-wise. Still too far away to tell. There is at least a chance at this point. I'll pass along to you a forecast that's got a little bit of everything. We had snow last week and a mix in a lot of parts of the area, viewing area, and the 20s, upper 20s for nighttime lows. This week we'll have the mid-70s by Wednesday, and that will be a prelude of some not-so-nice conditions on your Thursday. Quite a bit of rain coming our way, and I'll tell you more about that in just a few moments. A couple of things before we get to local headlines briefly tonight. After the coal industry has seen the loss of nearly 6,000 jobs here in eastern Kentucky just since the middle of, say, 2011 or so, a bipartisan announcement earlier today in Hazard, Governor Beshear and Representative Hal Rogers both announced an upcoming summit to be held to embrace ideas to improve our ailing economy in the region. With a planning committee already put in place, many from both the private, business, and education sectors, all three actually, of course, they have set the topics of discussion of the event that's going to be held December the 9th. They're asking those business leaders and individuals from throughout the community to join them at the Eastern Kentucky Expo Center in Pikeville. Unlike failed attempts or plans that didn't quite come to fruition for such attempts in the past, the governor says that this time, to be successful, the people of Appalachian must step up and take ownership and responsibility for their own future. So your thoughts and inputs is requested to join them at this summit, Eastern Kentucky Expo Center, on December the 9th. We'll remind you about it prior to, and I suspect we'll be there to see what does transpire. Well, we've got a lot to talk about tonight. A lot of good news, and one area really concentrated with a lot of good luck for a whole lot of folks. I was coming back through Johnson County Saturday and had time to stop in at Hutch Chevrolet, where we've been telling you for days that they were giving away thousands of dollars in cash. Little did I know, or anyone at the time, that someone within just a few hundred feet was going to be a millionaire as well. Now, we still don't know who that person is as of yet, but we have confirmed through J.R. Abden at the Smart Shop, the Valero there, just as you go into Paintsville, right next door to Hutch Chevrolet, that they have sold $1 million winning Powerball ticket for Saturday night's drawing.
Now, like myself, if you first heard this without seeing the store, the establishment, or business in Johnson County, you might not know where the Smart Shop is located. When you come into Sagersville, more than likely everyone knows where the Valero is, sitting just next door to Hutch Chevrolet. Well, it's also called the Smart Shop. And Friday afternoon, around 3:30, someone made the very wise decision to purchase their Powerball ticket at this exact location.
3:38 in the afternoon. No one's come forward to claim it yet, so we're still waiting on that, but it was sold here. So the lottery company has called and confirmed that. So we're just kind of waiting to see who claims it.
Have you all got any, to yourself, have you all got any suspicions on who it might be or who may have been the one that sold it to them?
No, that's what we're trying to, we've been thinking about it all day long, but we really don't know. We've sold so many that it's hard to keep track of everybody, but we hope it's somebody local,
So, 3:38 in the p.m. on Friday, someone walked into the Smart Shop and walked out with a ticket that had the numbers 4, 6, 39, 34, 49, and 56. They matched all 5 of the first numbers. They didn't match the Powerball number, which was 29, or they'd have won a little bit more. But those first 5 numbers in a match means that someone, bought a winning ticket at the Paintsville Smart Shop, which prior to this had already sold more than $1 million in winning lottery tickets over the course of the years.
There been much buzz today around here?
Oh yeah. Since I got here this morning, it's all we've heard. You know, you sold a $1 million ticket, a winner. I thought, well, that's good.
What's the business's take on that? Do you know?
I think it's like maybe 1% of whatever the winnings is. So 1% of 1 million is
1% of a million is pretty good.
Yeah.
And in addition to the store getting its 1%, one would only hope that whoever purchased the winning ticket might give a nice little tip to the clerk that sold them that ticket. As far as who sold the ticket, well, they don't know. There were a couple of folks on the clock that day, but they're all just anxiously awaiting the identity of who is a $1 million winner. Now, per Kentucky's tax guidelines and lottery laws, I think the winner will walk away with right around $660,000 in cold, hard cash after taxes. And that's a pretty good payday. And it happened exactly next door to where some other lucky folks won thousands of dollars over at Hutch on Saturday, same day as the drawing. Now, what about that?
And as far as I know, that's the biggest lottery prize to date in the viewing area. As you heard JR say, and as we've covered on many occasions here in the program, some other lucky folks have won some big bucks, 10 or 50 or 100,000 or more. But as far as I know, that $1 million prize, which is yet to be claimed, is the biggest in the viewing area. Who is the lucky winner? Well, we don't know. We hope they know who they are, and we hope they still have their hands on that lucky winning ticket. We'll let you know should we hear any more on the matter. And it wasn't the only lucky thing going on. Right next door, literally from one lot to the next, from the Valero to Hutch Chevrolet, we had time to stop in Saturday as they were pulling names for $10,000, $3,000, and more than $1,000 in cash. Some other excited people that we'll let you hear from right after this.
I'm Don McFarland, and I want to be your family lawyer. Sometimes we all have troubles in our life, and when we do, it's good to have a friend that you can call on and during times of legal trouble. Please give me a call. I have been here my entire life. I was born here, I was raised here, I have a family here, and I've practiced law here since 1994. So if you ever have pain, if you ever have trouble, if you are ever in need, then pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne, 349-9000.
Fall is here, and it's time to rake in the savings at Home Furniture. Come in now for the largest sale ever on select bedroom suites. Prices have been drastically reduced, up to 40% off. All in-stock recliners are buy one, get one half off. Purchase a big screen TV, get a sound bar free. Seasons may change, but we'll always have financing available for everyone, guaranteed. Come in today while supplies last and take advantage of these huge savings at Home Furniture, Highlands Plaza, Prestonsburg.
At the end of every race, Mark Martin hangs up his driving gloves. He hangs up his fire suit. And he hangs up his helmet. Which is why he picks up his phone and opens the ER Extra app. The app shows ER Extra wait times, locations, and more. It's the one safeguard Mark Martin is never without. ER Extra at Paul B. Hall Regional Medical Center. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce the newest members of our family, Administrator Lane Jones and our full-time chaplain Mark Campbell and volunteer Richard Green, new faces with the same sincere desire as these, to assist you and your family with short-term rehabilitation solutions or long-term nursing care needs, close to home and those that you love. Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation. Come on in, because the doors are open, the lights are on, and the shelves are being stocked every day with all those famous name brands you've come to love at Red's Boot Barn at their brand spanking new location in Sagersville on Route 114. That's right, already in sizes and styles by Wrangler, Carhartt, Area, and more. And new merchandise coming in every single day. Always the big names, always the big deals, always at Red's Boot Barn in Sagersville. It's so new it doesn't even have a name, but it does have an amazing taste all its own. 4 pancakes, butter, syrup, plus your choice of any of our dozens of DQ toppings with a little whipped cream on top, and of course some of our world-famous DQ soft serve. And you can add bacon, sausage, or even a little country ham for a full-blown breakfast treat. So sink your taste buds into a quarter or even half-pound grill burger fixed exactly like you like it. And you want to know the best part? James says you can have either one for breakfast as early as you want, but only at your Sagersville DQ. Game time means wing time at Lee's, and that means it's time for you to try our new buffalo wings. I can't tell you our secret, but I can tell you they're marinated and then rolled in our famous, albeit a little spicy, crispy chicken batter and served up with any of our 7 delectable sauces. So get your hands on a meal or a box today at your Sagersville Lee's famous recipe, where no one does chicken like we do chicken.
Earl Justice and everyone over at Hutch Chevrolet asked us to stop by on Saturday for their drawing. We've been telling you about it here at the program over the course of the past few weeks, their grand reopening event. And just to say thanks, they gave away thousands of dollars in cash to some very, very lucky and very excited people who were on hand when their name was pulled from the hat.
With the Justices, Earl and Todd, the Hutchinsons, a big check and an even bigger crowd, and with a little help from Jake Eisen from the Turtle Man crew, well, it was a big day at Hutch Chevrolet. First drawing for 300 gallons of gas, equivalent to a little more than $1,000 in cash.
You have that person's name. I'll let you read it out there to everybody and see if they're here. Is it blank? All right. Earl, what is the name?
Nina Allen. Nina Allen. Is Nina Allen here today?
Where they?
And Nina Allen wasn't. It was a must-be-present-to-win event. And Nina wasn't the only individual, I don't think, who wasn't on hand. But they kept drawing until they found somebody who was standing on the lot.
Wherever you're listening, we hope that you're here. Thanks for entering if you have. If you have
Harold
anything.
D. Russell.
What's that?
Harold D. Russell. Moyle Springs.
Harold D. Russell. Anybody know Harold D. Russell from Oil Springs? Harold, is it you?
What goes through somebody's mind who just won 300 gallons of gas?
They're taking a picture with him right now.
It helps with the car because I just bought a new car last week here.
$1,005.
Are you finished filming?
Don't tell the wife.
That's all right. Okay, here we go. $3,000 goes to who?
Terry Smith.
Who's that?
Terry Smith.
From where?
And beat it all, I've sold cars for like 20-some years. And I know these boys are local, so buy your car from here.
We call that here. Bobby. Earl says he's getting nervous. You and Todd, you think he's going to be all right? $10,000?
Somebody can't get to you.
That's how Bob told him it's coming out of his payday. That's what makes him even nervous. All right, here we go. Our $10,000 winner is
Suzanne Middle. M-E-A-D-E.
Meade.
Susan Meade from
Paintsville.
Susan Meade.
Susan Meade from Paintsville, Kentucky. Are you here, Susan?
I think she is.
Susan, you here? All right. Wait just a minute.
A lot of things. I've got a church that, Staffordsville Free Will Baptist Church that helps support. I'm the auxiliary president there, so I'm sure that we'll be donating a portion of this to that. So I'm so thankful to you guys for allowing us the opportunity to do this.
That is totally awesome. Susan, congratulations. You are $10,000 richer. Can you believe it?
No, honestly. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. You're amazing.
Well, thank you, Susan, for coming out. Bobby, anything you want to say to everybody?
This has been nothing but fun and thrilled to see so many smiling faces with the winners and with the customers out here. I'd like to say thanks to everybody, and this lady will put it to good use, no doubt.
I'm telling you, folks, a whole lot of luck over in that part of the world. 3 very lucky winners and 1 very lucky Powerball winner as well, all around the same time frame. Who knew? And who knows what it's like to have that kind of luck and good fortune. We certainly wish them all well and congratulate them too. Tonight's community calendar is always brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau. Other top stories coming up in just a few moments, by the way. But on calendar announcements, we have to cover the following. First off, from our friends down at the McGoffin County Senior Citizen Center. They are having a food booth at the Christmas Arts and Crafts Show in the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center in downtown Sayersville this Friday, and you can help them. They need donations of baked goods for the sale. So if you're good at baking or Maybe you know someone who is. Whip up a pie or have them whip up a cake or just anything and take it down to the Senior Citizen Center. All the proceeds from this sale will go toward the annual Christmas dinner that they do for the seniors each and every year. It's a big meal, big crowd, and you can help by putting something in the oven and taking it down to the Senior Citizens food booth by this Friday. And, of course, Christmas in November is this weekend at the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center. Oh, and by the way, from Senior Citizens Director Marlene Howard, those signing up for the Heating Assistance Program must have proof of income from the source. You can call the 888 number, that's 888-450-4538, and request an income statement. We'll put that number on the screen for you a little bit later. The center is also going to be closed this Wednesday. They're going to the AARP Fall Forum at the Jenny Wiley Convention Center. Now you know. And now you're reminded that tomorrow is the next McGoffin County Community Blood Drive. Tuesday, that's tomorrow, noon till 5 at the Hardin Medical Plaza. The Kentucky Blood Center Blood Mobile will be on site and ready to take your donations in hopes of saving someone's life. And Halloween, I'll talk more about your Halloween forecast for you in just a few moments, but here's a couple of things, kids, you'll want to put down on your calendar or schedule. First off, the McGoffin County Health Department has their big event Thursday, 9 till 3 in the afternoon. This is for kids who want to come by in your costume or not, get a treat bag, and go through their Halloween open house. It's decorated and done up right. It is a wonderful sight to see. You get some treats, and who knows what else they'll surprise you with at the McGoffin County Health Department. And that's Thursday morning through afternoon, 9 till 3. For more information regarding their Halloween open house, you can give them a call between now and then, 349-6212. And the McGoffin County Recycling Center, which is just a few doors down from the newsroom between my studio and the post office there, the old county garage building, if you will. They're having open house during Trick or Treat Thursday from 6 to 8. They're giving out recycling bags and treats from 6 to 8. They're also serving hot dogs and refreshments, and they're having an open house. It's a learning experience for everyone, young and old, about what can be taken there and then what they do with it once you drop it off. So be sure and stop by and check them out during Trick or Treat. And in case it's raining outside, well, you can get indoors there. We'll talk more about that in the forecast and more in our other top story in just a few moments when we get to high school football. You don't want to miss that. But for now, we have other business to cover, and that sadly is tonight's funeral service announcements, a service provided by our friends at the McGoffin County Funeral Home. First tonight in local listings, Walter Billy Archer of Southeast Licking River Road passed away on yesterday's date, the son of Bessie Lovely Archer and the late Walter Archer. Besides his mother, he's survived by a daughter, Allie Perkins, and sisters Donna Stevens, Teresa Bailey, and Deborah Howard. Visitation is this evening in his honor, and it will begin after 10 o'clock tomorrow and up until services, which start Wednesday morning at 11. Both visitation and services for Mr. Archer are from the Sagersville Funeral Home Chapel. Burial will follow thereafter at the Archer Family Cemetery in Royalton. And we've learned today of the passing of 85-year-old Anna Conley Prater of Mash Fork Road, who passed away on Sunday. She was married to Lacey Prater, who survives, and besides her husband, she's survived by a daughter, Diane Rudd. Visitation will be after 5 o'clock tomorrow, all day Wednesday, and until services. They'll start in her honor Thursday at 1. Both visitation and services from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. And burial will follow thereafter at the Thilsey Conley Cemetery at Falcon. I'll be right back. Faster, friendlier, family-owned Parkway Pharmacy, open 8:30 till 6:30 Monday through Friday in the new McGoffin Medical Plaza under the care of local pharmacist Jesse Rudd. To make Parkway Pharmacy your pharmacy, come by or give us a call at 349-4400. Bailey's Furniture has done it again. This beautiful queen-size sleigh bed, media center, and matching chest are only $295 each, whether you buy one or buy them all. And you can save $400 and get a second nightstand with this gorgeous Von Bassett group. Lazy Boy rocker recliners start at $295 and Catnapper lift chairs start at $689 at Bailey's Furniture and GE Appliance Center. 170s, 500, 570, 800, 900s, 2 seats, 4 seats, Razors, Rangers, and XPs in the hottest colors with the coolest accessories with the best financing available and rebates up to $1,000 at Conley's, Kawasaki, and Polaris of Paintsville.
Let's do this. Can't believe my daughter wants to marry a Hatfield.
And I can't believe my son fell in love with a McCoy.
I got one thing to say. They're going to have the wireless plan with the best service.
And I say they're going to have the wireless plan with the biggest savings.
Daddy!
Hush up, Mary Beth.
Pa, stay out of this, Jonah.
We're done talking.
You got that right.
Better service.
Bigger savings.
Daddy, we've both got Appalachian Wireless. Better service.
Bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
Whether you want to be feared or favored, funny or frightful this Halloween, Fraser's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop has everything you'll ever need for the mood or effect you desire. And while we never know just how colorful our natural landscape will be at autumn, we are for always certain the season is vibrant inside the region's largest selection of fall and home decor. So come and see what surprises and delights await you at Fraser's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville. From time and money-saving services like their overdraft protection, telephone and online banking services, to finding the right home, college, or car loan, to personalized checking and savings accounts designed around your exact needs, Sagersville National Bank is still your best choice and the same locally owned and operated bank that's been looking out for your family's financial health since 1902. Sagersville National, restoring the piggy bank population one savings at a time.
Well, indeed, Friday night was a big night for high school football, and it's just about over, folks. We've got one more week on the regular season schedule. The good news is it's not over with the regular season for a lot of high school teams, and a lot of them, well, we're fighting very hard to get a home playoff game for one school, that being the McGoffin County High Schools. I told you last week it will be a first ever in history, so there was a lot on line for the McGoffin County Hornets and the Cougars of Morgan County this Friday night under some very chilly temperatures.
I've got highlights and a few words from head coach Scotty McCoy, but before we can talk football, I had to ask him what else he had going on. A follow-up from an interview that we did about a week ago.
So what's new with you? Let's start there.
I just had my third child, first boy of the children, J. Scott McCoy. He was 8 pounds, 9 ounces. Just extremely excited. Been a busy week, but a great week.
Yeah, and that would prove to be an understatement. Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. McCoy and the whole family. But it's on to football for that point further, for the rest of this interview at least. McGoffin County's offense against the Cougars of Morgan County rushed for a total of 318 yards Friday night. Matt Patton picking up 155 yards, Clay Elam 120. Ryan Jenkins completed 14 passes for just over 200 yards. On the defensive side of things, Gareth Gray tallying up 13 total tackles. Jordan Brown another 10 on top of that. But the Cougars made sure that none of that was going to be easy. This footage you see here early in the first quarter of this series that you're looking at gives you an exact idea as to the level of play exhibited by both teams, hosting Morgan County up against the McGoffin County defense that wasn't going to go down without a fight, and both teams fighting for a win that will earn them, respectively, the right for a home playoff game. For McGoffin County, the first ever in the school's history. And that Cougar touchdown put the Cougars up 14-7 early on. And I don't think the score was ever more than a touchdown apart throughout the entire game, but it was back and forth. Both teams wanted it. Both teams wanted it bad. A prime example, McGoffin County's defense stopping a 4th and 2 Cougar attempt. A little later on down the line, here McGoffin County has the ball, and they will make it to the end zone. A touchdown would put McGoffin County up this time by a touchdown, 21-14, and that lead lasted all of one play. Immediately thereafter, the extra point, the kickoff was returned. Cody Thornsberry ran for at least 4 touchdowns against McGoffin County, and this time ran back for 80 yards.
Returns number 9, Cody Thornsberry. He's in for a touchdown, Cougar.
Here we are. The half is ticking away. That's the first half. Ryan Jenkins, he's going to take the snap. We're at a 3rd down right now. And without a receiver, well, he goes down and gets a call for intentional grounding. Now we're at 4th down, and he follows it up with some big air and a big play. Yeah, 4th down never looked so easy. He sees Dalton Keaton for another Hornet TD, add the extra point, and it's 28-20, Hornets favor.
Last week was a big win for the history of McGough County, in my opinion. It was good to have my father back on the sidelines with me. He called my defense last week. It was, like I said, an exciting week. I mean, first time in school history that we're going to be playing here on the first round of playoffs, and it's just awesome. It's a great feeling.
Well, in case you haven't figured it out by now, the Hornets did win. Final score was 47-42. I froze out at the end of the first half and headed home. It was already down to 30 degrees at that point. These guys were going strong. But it wasn't all peaches and cream either, and this one did go down to the wire. The Hornets were literally still down by 1 point with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. 1:58 was on the clock. They got the ball back, and they scored with a mere 8 seconds left to play. You'd think that would be it. Well, it wasn't. After McGough County scored, and they kicked off to Morgan County. They kicked off to number 21. Don't know his name, but I know he pitched it back to Cody Thornsberry, who'd already run for at least 4 touchdowns that night against McGough County. And he makes to the sideline out of nowhere, Coach says. Clay Elam came from nowhere, made a huge tackle, 0.6 of a second left. The Cougars were still going to get off one more play. They made a big Hail Mary. It was intercepted by Chris Burton, and that was finally how McGough County won and earned the right to a home playoff game. So it's senior night this Friday night for McGough County. They're hosting Lewis County. The very next Friday night, folks, it's postseason here at home for the McGough County Hornets. They're hosting Lawrence County, and this will be a good game. We want to make sure that you're there. This is going to be a big night for McGough County football. Big night indeed. Now, always out of time, never out of news. Gosh, I've got so many cool things, and I've got a lot of stories already lined up. I'll tell you more about them when I see you next time. For now, I've got to burn out of here with tonight's Licking Valley RECC forecast, where, I kind of alluded to it earlier in the program. It's going to be nice, and it's going to be hit and miss, and then trick-or-treat's not going to be so much. Nevertheless, we'll see a low of 44 degrees tonight, becoming partly cloudy late after some of those lingering showers that have been sticking around all day long. You will see some patchy fog developing tonight. Keep that in mind. But tomorrow looks great. I would like to have a little more of this all week long. 65, mostly sunny, gorgeous. We do have a chance of some showers and some clouds late tomorrow night. But other than that, it's going to be a really nice Tuesday and one of the nicer days of the week. Not the warmest. Wednesday, we'll see cloudy skies, maybe giving way to a little sunshine. Check it out. Warm air rushes in 74 degrees midweek. Big change from a few days ago, eh? Well, 54 for the low. We'll see cloudy skies. And then we'll see Thursday, which is trick-or-treat and Halloween, and it will bring about some showers. Right now, 50% chance of showers, mainly afternoon, and an increasing shot mainly before 5 in the morning. That's very vague, but it's still very far away, and that's as good of a trick-or-treat forecast as we can get you at this hour. But we're still hopeful that it all might time out just right, where the little ghosts and goblins will get out and get some treats before they have to get home and get out of the rain. We'll know more tomorrow. We'll also have more news when I see you back here for more of Your News Today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of the show. Good night.